This is News 3 Now at 10.
Thanks for joining us tonight. Those stories coming up in just a bit. First, rain and storms moving into the Madison area tonight.
And some of them have the potential to be severe. Chief Meteorologist Gary Canalti has our first warn forecast.
Actually, Charlotte, just literally within the last couple of minutes, the severe thunderstorm watch has been dropped for the western portion of our viewing area. The storms are still out there, and they're still bringing heavy amounts of rain, especially across northern portions of Grant County, and then another strong storm just between Lone Rock and Prairie du Sac. Those storms are heading eastward toward Madison. You can see on high-resolution Doppler radar over the last hour a lot of lightning just north and west of Madison. That lightning's starting to ramp down a little bit as the storms start to enter northwestern Dane County, so they might be weakening just a bit, but still more thunderstorms are likely overnight. High temperatures today made it into the lower 80s here in Madison. 83 the high. Janesville hit 84. La Crosse topped out at 89 before the storms rolled through. They've dropped to 69 in the rain, but here in Madison the rain hasn't started yet, so we're still at 78 degrees. Dew point temperatures, though, are pretty high, especially where it's been raining. Lower 70s out to the west of us, so expect another humid night with showers and thunderstorms, not only overnight, but through the day tomorrow off and on. High temperature will reach the upper 70s. Heat and humidity, though, will build for the end of the week. We have alert days in the forecast for the weekend. I'll have more details and weather in just a few minutes.
Gary, thank you for the correction. And remember, for all of your weather information when you're away from your TV, download our Channel 3000 First Warn weather app. It has your forecast, up-to-the-minute traffic information, and interactive radars, all for free.
Next, 10 city leaders are planning a $500,000 downtown recovery program and downtown equity program, with the Common Council referring a budget resolution to further meetings tonight.
So at the same time, more than $100,000 worth of community-raised money is being allocated to downtown businesses following damage in this spring's riots. Madeline O'Neill tells us what that boost means. Maddie?
Well, right after the destruction on State Street, the Boys and Girls Club helped organize that fundraiser. At about the same time, more than 40 businesses in the State Street area responded to a survey saying they were on the brink of closure. According to the Central Business Improvement District, 17 have closed, and many others are hanging on.
Oh, it's been crazy. We've been trying to, take it one day at a time.
In the days since Carolina Pezua and her siblings moved their Peruvian restaurant, Estacion Inca, into this new, bigger space on University Avenue in hopes of expanding their dreams.
It's been like a nightmare after another.
The pandemic came almost immediately, then the destruction in the State Street area.
We definitely are for Black Lives Matter movement, and we're just saddened and disappointed that our stores got, our window got broken, so that was very, very sad.
In the 2 weeks following, community members combined to raise nearly $200,000 for area businesses. About 60 applied for the funding.
And we're really, really excited that everyone who applied got funding at the level at almost the levels they asked for.
Tiffany Kenny, executive director of Madison Central Business Improvement District, says businesses are getting anywhere from a few $100s to $7,500 to help with damage and insurance deductibles.
And it gave them not only the financial boost that they may need right now, we're hopeful this will help them stay a little bit longer with us, but it also gave them a really big spiritual and emotional boost.
Oh my gosh, yes. I mean, that is going to be able to help us, replace the windows, thanks to the Madison community and the Boys and Girls Club.
Pezua says the new space is double the rent, and they're working with half their usual staff, not currently bringing in any money. But she's grateful to get by another day with hopes of a better tomorrow.
And we're praying that we're going to be able to make it through this whole nightmare and be able to just survive. So if the more help we get, the better chances that we can stay open.
In addition to the $160,000 being split up between businesses, the Central Business Improvement District, the Black Chamber of Commerce, and the Latino Chamber of Commerce are each getting $10,000 from that fundraiser. The Business Improvement District says it's also important to look long-term, both with sustained financial help and a focus on equity.
Health officials confirm more than 900 new COVID-19 cases in Wisconsin today. While not as high as Saturday's record-breaking 926 new cases, it's a substantial increase compared to a single-day reports from earlier in the pandemic. In the past week alone, DHS officials say the state has had more than 5,000 new cases. With the rising cases here, Wisconsin has now been added to New York's quarantine list. That means anyone traveling from Wisconsin to the state of New York will have to quarantine for 14 days when they arrive. Also added to the list today, Minnesota, New Mexico, and Ohio, bringing the total number of states on that list to 22. Milwaukee Mayor Tom Barrett signed a mandatory mask ordinance today. The policy was unanimously approved by the Milwaukee Common Council yesterday. It will go into effect on Thursday. The plan requires anyone over the age of 3 years old to wear a face covering inside public spaces. It also requires businesses to mandate customers wear masks and refuse service to those who don't.
The president once again calling on all schools to reopen this fall. Today, in an exclusive interview with CBS News' Catherine Herridge, the president said it would be a mistake to keep them closed.
What do you tell parents and teachers who feel that it's unsafe to go back?
I would tell parents and teachers that you should find yourself a new person, whoever's in charge of that decision, because it's a terrible decision. Because children and parents are dying from that trauma, too. They're dying because they can't do what they're doing. Mothers can't go to work because all of a sudden they have to stay home and watch their child.
Philadelphia's mayor is canceling all large public events in the city through February of next year at the earliest. A spokesman for the mayor says the decision applies just to events on public property like parades and festivals, but does not include events on private property like those in a sports stadium or concert venue. The border closure between the U.S. and Canada is expected to be extended for another month. That is according to 2 Canadian sources. By mutual agreement, the U.S.-Canada border has been closed to all non-essential traffic since March. At least one public poll suggests Canadians aren't eager for a reopening as the pandemic escalates dramatically in the U.S. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is expected to formally announce the decision later this week.
New tonight, the UW School of Medicine and Public Health will conduct 3 clinical trials to test a new treatment and preventative for COVID-19. The school will use its companion health system, UW Health, as a trial site to evaluate an antibody cocktail created by a New York-based pharmaceutical company. To create this so-called cocktail, the company's scientists selected virus-neutralizing antibodies produced from mice that have been genetically modified to simulate a human immune system, as well as antibodies from humans who've recovered from COVID-19. Recruitment for the trials will begin immediately with a goal of enrolling 30 to 50 people per trial at the site. For the first time, we're seeing results from one of the COVID-19 vaccine trials. The drug developed by the biotechnology company Moderna has been found to induce immune responses in all of the volunteers who received it in a phase 1 study. These early results showed mild side effects like fatigue, chills, headache, muscle pain, pain at the injection site as well. The vaccine is expected to begin later this month, a large phase 3 trial, which will be the final trial stage before regulators consider whether to make the vaccine available.
Developing tonight, the Supreme Court says Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg is in the hospital for treatment of a possible infection. She was admitted last night after experiencing a fever and chills. She underwent a procedure this afternoon to clean out a stent that was placed last August. The statement said the justice is resting comfortably and will stay in the hospital for a few days to receive antibiotic treatment. The Trump administration has rescinded its decision to require international students to register for in-person classes or leave the country. A little over a week ago, Immigration and Customs Enforcement said international students must be enrolled in in-person instruction in order to stay in the United States. Harvard and MIT had filed a lawsuit against the administration as those schools moved their courses entirely online for the fall semester. Yesterday, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul had joined a multi-state lawsuit to block the rule. He said in a statement today he's happy the administration has withdrawn from this, quote, harmful policy.
Presumptive Democratic nominee Joe Biden in Wilmington, Delaware today, where he rolled out his plan for clean energy, reviving the economy and environmental justice. Biden said his plan will be mindful of the historical wrongs and the damage that American industries have done in the 20th century, particularly in minority communities.
This is an area of incredible opportunity for economic growth for our country, but we have to make sure that the first people who benefit from this are the people who were most basically hurt by it, historically, in the last century, by the structural disparities that exist.
Biden says he's setting a goal that these frontline communities receive 40% of the benefits from the investments they will make in housing, pollution reduction, workforce development, and transportation. An update to last night's shooting on Madison's west side. The Madison Police Department's Violent Crime Unit now investigating that incident as an attempted homicide. This happened about 6:35 p.m. near Balsam Road and Leland Drive. According to police, when officers arrived, they found a 32-year-old man who had been shot in the leg and the foot. The man told police that two men tried robbing him at gunpoint. He also told officers he returned fire and shot at least one of the men who tried to rob him. A short time later, a 23-year-old Chicago man showed up at a local emergency room with a gunshot wound to his torso.
The Madison Police Department is asking for help with identifying the people suspected of attacking state senator last month. This incident happened on June 23rd during a night of violent demonstrations downtown. Senator Tim Carpenter said he was trying to take a picture of a group of protesters when he was attacked. He said he fell to the ground and was beaten by the group. Carpenter had to have surgery for wounds he suffered in the attack. He is expected to make a full recovery. Anyone who recognizes the people in this photo is asked to call police.
So to come tonight, we'll go back to Gary. He'll have an update on tonight's storms. But first, a crude oil pipeline burst leading to a massive explosion. We'll have that video next.
When looking for a TV and internet provider, we know you have a choice. This is Jessica. She still has satellite TV.
Well, I get tons of HD.
Spectrum has tons of HD, and we love Spectrum's 24-hour local news channel. Plus, we get exclusive access to premium original content with Spectrum Originals.
I don't have that.
Get Spectrum TV from $44.99 a month. Call 833-976-4499.
Spectrum Internet starts at 200 megabits with no data caps and a free modem.
We have to get internet from another company, and it isn't nearly as fast.
Spectrum Internet, $44.99 a month.
I'd switch, but I'm stuck in a contract and would have to pay up to $480 to cancel.
Spectrum has no contracts, and they'll pay up to $500 to help you out of yours.
That's it. I'm switching to Spectrum.
Get Spectrum TV and internet from $44.99 a month each. Call 833-976-4499.
Here's to the road ahead. Trust Toyota to be here for you.
The best new cars make the best used cars. That's why every Toyota certified used vehicle gets a 160-point inspection, new warranty starting the day you purchase, 1 year of roadside assistance, and more. Get as low as 0% APR financing on select Toyota certified used models. See your dealer for details.
All from the brand you trust, today and tomorrow. Toyota.
There's time for adventure, there's people to treasure, and moments that no one can hold. There's so much to see when you're wandering free on this little blue world we call home. We call home, the only one we've ever known.
Chris Reese is tracking chances of storms Wednesday as the humidity ramps back up.
And Wednesday is the new tax day deadline. But if you've already filed, we'll tell you how your taxes are going to change next year.
See you starting at 4:30.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10.
Welcome back. A reminder, tax day is tomorrow. It was delayed, of course, because of the pandemic. The IRS recommends filing online because there is currently a huge backlog of paper returns because many IRS employees have been working from home. Also note that taxpayers can request an extension to October 15th, but still need to submit an extension form by tomorrow. The fire on the USS Bonhomme Richard in San Diego is still burning, but firefighters have made significant progress toward putting it out. The fire's been burning since Sunday. A Navy spokesperson says the situation condition on the ship is stable, and there is no threat of fire to the tanks that carry the approximately 1 million gallons of fuel. At least 61 people, 38 sailors, 23 civilians sustained minor injuries, including heat exhaustion and smoke inhalation, but no personnel are currently hospitalized. Some incredible video. This is from Egypt today. A ruptured crude oil pipeline set off a huge blaze on a desert highway, injuring several people. Video on social media showed flames and clouds of dense black smoke billowing over the desert road that stretches from the capital, Cairo, to the city of Ismailia on the Suez Canal. Egypt's health ministry said 12 people suffered burns, smoke inhalation. They were all rushed to the hospital for treatment. The cause of the pipeline rupture is still under investigation.
A federal judge has rejected a proposed $19 million settlement for a group of women who say Harvey Weinstein sexually assaulted and harassed them. The failed civil class action deal was negotiated by New York's Attorney General. The judge said he would not approve it because Weinstein would not pay out of his own pocket. Insurance companies would pay instead. He also said millions of dollars would go to lawyers. Madison College has announced it will move fall sports to the spring due to COVID-19 concerns. Officials say that all 8 of their sports teams will practice during the fall with hopes of competing in the spring. The National Junior College Athletic Association voted to move most of the NJCAA sports championships to the spring. Best Buy is the latest retailer that's making face masks mandatory for its customers. The company said that wearing masks will become a must in all of its stores beginning tomorrow. Best Buy is following in the footsteps of Costco and Starbucks, which announced similar policies earlier. Walmart is leaving the door open for introducing the mask mandate down the line.
Fighter jets painted the Paris sky with blue, white, and red smoke as France marked Bastille Day today. The country's biggest national holiday was recalibrated this year to celebrate the heroes of the coronavirus pandemic, with ambulance drivers, supermarket cashiers, postal workers, and medics among the many honored. Basketball star Shaquille O'Neal stopped to help a driver on the side of the road in Florida yesterday. Shaq was still there when authorities arrived. The Alachua County Sheriff's Department posted this video on Facebook saying Shaquille O'Neal was traveling on I-75 when he witnessed a crash. He stopped to check on the driver and remained with her until law enforcement arrived.
Here's Chief Meteorologist Gary Canaldi with your first warn forecast.
Well, even though the severe thunderstorm watch has been canceled, the severe thunderstorm warning has just been issued in the last couple of minutes for parts of Iowa, Dane, and Sauk County. You can see the area flashing. This is northwestern Dane County around Mazomanie and Cross Plains, back to the far northeastern portion of Iowa County, just south of the Wisconsin River, and then the southern portion of Sauk County. So basically from Lone Rock to Prairie du Sac over to just west of Middleton. That area under a severe thunderstorm warning. We've been watching some strong thunderstorms in the area right around Lone Rock. These storms are tracking east at about 35 to 40 miles per hour. That would take them into the area around Arena and Mazomanie between about 1040 and 1050. Straight line winds of 60 miles per hour, as well as some hail possible at the storm. You can see this area just south of Lone Rock where we're starting to see some brighter colors showing up in the wind velocities. That's probably some straight line winds that'll basically parallel right along Highway 14 as it tracks through northeastern portions of Iowa County, southern Sauk County, and then eventually into the northwestern portion of Dane County. These storms also producing quite a bit of lightning as well as very heavy rain. In fact, you can see the amount of rain that's come down just over the last few hours. Basically about 1 to 3 inches of rain from around Lone Rock back to the northwest into southern portions of Vernon County, and then also up north of Camp Douglas, another area of about 1 to 2 inches of rain. This is part of a line of thunderstorms that's moving off toward the east. The severe thunderstorm watch has actually been canceled, but it's possible that an isolated strongest severe thunderstorm could still pop up along the line, just like we're seeing north and west of Madison right now. Tomorrow, there's also a threat for an isolated strongest severe thunderstorm. Very similar weather pattern. We'll see thunderstorms pop up in the afternoon. Some of those can bring heavy downpours and gusty winds, mainly from about the Dells to the south and to the east. 3 things you need to know in the forecast. Thunderstorms are likely off and on overnight into tomorrow. Everybody will see them. Some people will have some heavy downpours. The rain, though, will also add to the humidity, so just make the air feel more humid. And then as the heat starts to build as we head toward the weekend, it's going to be hot and humid to the point to where we may see heat index values up around 100 degrees. High temperatures today, generally in the 80s here, behind the cold front in the upper 70s. The heat on in the southern part of the country, the 172-degree reading, not correct in Wichita, Kansas, but temperatures generally are in the 90s through Kansas and western Missouri. On weather track, these these thunderstorms have been developing along and just ahead of a cold front that's moving southeastward, where the winds shift from the southeast to a little more northerly or northwesterly direction. Temperatures ahead of the front, like in Madison, where the rain hasn't started yet, in the upper 70s. Where the rain has cooled the air, temperatures drop back into the upper 60s to around 70. But take a look at those dew point temperatures. Right along the front, those dew point temperatures in the lower 70s. So there's plenty of fuel for those thunderstorms to continue on, at least for the time being. So for tomorrow, look for another round of some showers and thunderstorms. High temperature at 78 degrees. On future track, you can see the first batch of storms moving through overnight. A little bit of a break overnight. Then more showers and storms popping up during the day tomorrow. Highs in the upper 70s. Most of the storms moving out after midnight tomorrow night. And then look for skies to be sunny on Thursday with high temperatures in the middle 80s. Rainfall amounts, some areas may pick up 2 to 3 inches of rain. Other areas may pick up less than a ½ inch of rain. It's hard to tell exactly who's going to get them, but we already know who's already got a couple of inches of rain. 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those temperatures warm up for the weekend. Highs lower 90s with alert days in the forecast for heat index values around 100. Then we'll see some thunderstorm chances as temperatures drop back off into the middle 80s next week, but the humidity levels stay high. So again, severe thunderstorm warning for parts of northwestern Dane County, northeastern Iowa County, and southern Sauk County. We'll watch those storms as they continue to move eastward.
Okay, Gary, thank you very much. Just ahead in sports, the Bucks trying to shake off some rust, how Giannis said he did after the team's first 5-on-5 run since March. Zach's in next with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Trust the summer lawn and garden experts at Blaine's Farm and Fleet. We have everything you need to create, maintain, and enjoy your ideal yard, all at great low prices. Like small bags of estate grass seed on sale for just $10.99. Plus, don't miss summer pet care deals like $3 off select bags of Purina Pro Plan dog food. And large bags of Farm and Fleet Performance Dog or Original Cat food are on sale, only $19.99.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Stop into Rubens today for our annual Made in America sale. Our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Choose from beautiful sofas, chairs, and sectionals for your home. Soft leather in hundreds of colors are yours for the choosing. Solid maple, cherry, and other gorgeous bedroom pieces are also on sale. Remember, our manufacturers have given Rubens generous discounts on all furniture made in America. Hurry in today for Rubens Made in America sale on now.
In this time of social distancing, there is one thing we can all do together. Complete the 2020 census. Your responses are critical to plan for the next 10 years of healthcare, education, and more. Go online to 2020census.gov and help shape America's future.
Gobin Cars Grand Opening Sale, beautiful Middleton. 2017 Nissan Sentras, Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
That's right. Buy 2017 Nissan Sentras and Hyundai Elantras for only $79.95 or $129 per month.
Gobin Cars is selling 2018 Kia Fortes for only $89.95 or $149 per month.
Hurry in today and just ask for my dad, Don the Dealman Gobin.
Or my daughter, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
How to change the way you pizza. Step 1, grab a delicious Papa Murphy's pizza. Step 2, bake. Step 3, chow down on the deliciousness. Right now, get our signature pepperoni pizza for just $8. Papa Murphy's.
RHD Plumbing has the most reliable professionals in the industry. With honesty you can trust to deliver quality products and workmanship, dedicated to being the best. RHD Plumbing now offers complete bathroom and kitchen remodeling, the best plumbers, and everything else you need to finish your dream project. For your home or business, get the job done right the first time, with no surprises. With the reliable, honest, and dedicated plumbing professionals of RHD Plumbing, proudly serving all of Dane County.
They're the best-kept secrets of Madison's concerts on the square.
Hi, I'm Andrew Sewell, Music Director of the Wisconsin Chamber Orchestra. Join us as we get closer to the musicians who make concerts on the square something special.
Wednesdays on Live at 4. News 3 Now and Channel 3000 put top stories and breaking news at your fingertips. Video alerts and forecasts, simple and fast. Download the Channel 3000 app today.
The Milwaukee Bucks
Had a much-deserved day off today in Orlando after yesterday's practice, where they went 5-on-5 for the first time since their last game way back on March 10th. So you could say it's been a while since they got up and down the court, and I know what you're thinking. They probably didn't look like the team that won an NBA Best 52 games before the shutdown. Well, you're right about that.
I sucked. I was terrible. So, no, I was terrible. But, no, you know, day by day, tried to get in shape.
Overall, I was really pleased with the guys, how they played, the way they played. So I think overall it was a real positive. To say they're, ready to go play a 48-minute game would probably be a stretch, but it was a good start.
The Golden Eagles made it to the finals of the TBT last season, only to come up short. This year they were back, and thanks to Travis Diener, they're leaving with $1 million. The Fond du Lac native spots up and splashes home the triple to win the game, the tournament, and the money. Freddie Owens is back on the sidelines in Wisconsin, but not as a Badger, as a Phoenix. The son of his former college coach, Will Ryan, added the former Badger to his staff at UW Green Bay. Owens was part of 2 Big Ten regular season titles and a Big Ten tournament title during his playing days at UW. Wisconsin quarterback Jack Cohn has been named to the Davey O'Brien Award watch list, which is given annually to the best quarterback in the country. Cohn is coming off a junior year where he threw for 2,727 yards and 18 touchdowns while completing 69% of his passes. He also rushed for 5 scores and led the Badgers to a Big Ten West title and a trip to the Rose Bowl. And the UW football team got its first commitment in the 2022 class, and it's a big one. Braylon Allen, a 4-star safety from Fond du Lac, said tonight he's staying home. Allen is ranked as the 6th best safety in the country in his class. He's 6'2", 250 pounds, running as a 4.6 40, can squat 525 pounds, and now is a Badger. We're back after this.
With the Volkswagen community-driven promise, you can enjoy exciting offers. And at participating dealers, you can shop at our place or yours.
Click, call, or come by your Volkswagen dealer today and get 0% APR financing for 72 months on select 2019 and 2020 models.
It was a dark night in drive-thru land. The people had grown tired of greasy burgers and gut bombs. But then, 3 heroes emerged. Their savory sauces brought courage. Their juicy tomatoes brought might. Their roast chicken brought the taste of roast chicken. They were called Arby's New Market Fresh Wraps. And everyone ate happily ever after the end. Arby's, we have the meat.
Pittsburgh Paints and Stains. The perfect paint for when the nursery becomes the bedroom. That becomes his room. That becomes your favorite room in the house. Paint because you want to, not because you have to. For results that stand up to whatever life brings, trust Pittsburgh Paints and Stains, exclusively at Menards.
Right now at Menards, get 11% off everything, including Pittsburgh Paramount Paint.
U.S. Cellular.
Yeah. New customer? What's the deal?
Unlimited data, just $30 a month.
Love that. But what's the deal with the signal? It works everywhere. I'm like sub-level Z of this parking garage, and it still works. It's crazy.
Sir, you're going into signal shock, very common with new customers. Just breathe with me, okay? Unlimited data. Strong signal.
Strong signal.
All for $30 a month.
U.S. Cellular.
Choose fair.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
These are our aunties, our uncles, our friends, our family, our community. Now more than ever, our community needs us to complete the 2020 census online. Census data helps every city and small town plan funding for hospitals, clinics, and emergency services. With just a few minutes online, we can all be there for the ones we love. Shape your future. Start here at 2020census.gov.
Buy a select 2020 Volkswagen today, and for the next 6 years, you won't pay a single cent in interest. 6 years of interest-free payments. Click, call, or come by today.
Get the facts with Reality Check, only on News 3 Now.
All right, we want to get right to Gary for the latest on what's happening. Gary?
Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning in effect until 11 o'clock for the northwestern portion of Dane County around Cross Plains and Mazomanie, northeastern Iowa County along Highway 14, and southern portions of Sauk County. Strongest thunderstorm cell right now is east of Lone Rock, moving basically right along Highway 14. You can see the impacts here. Highest impact is wind, perhaps winds to 60 miles per hour, maybe some hail, and also the potential for some heavy rainfall. As far as arrival times right now, that'll bring the storms into the area around Black Earth by around 11 p.m. So again, anywhere along Highway 14 between Lone Rock and, say, Middleton, you're in the path of this storm. And we're watching this area here for the potential for some strong winds as you can see the brighter reflectivity color is starting to show up here, an indication that the stronger winds are getting closer to the ground. A little wider radar perspective, those storms moving off to the east, everybody will see them in the Madison area. Some of these storms will produce heavy amounts of rain, so be prepared for heavy rain, strong winds, and maybe some hail in the strongest storms over the next couple of hours.
All right, Gary, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 10.
Do something good, be well, and we'll see you back here tomorrow.
Now, a WISC-TV editorial with editorial director Neil Heinan.
Dear Dr. Jenkins, welcome back to Madison. We are eager to get reacquainted. Most of all, we are entrusting you with our hopes and dreams for our children in Madison schools. You'll find much has changed in Madison since you did your graduate work here and began your career in education leadership. More importantly, you'll find much has not changed. We've got big challenges ahead of us, and the challenges in our schools are among the biggest. But there are a lot of people who care deeply about our schools, and even more who feel deeply about our children and their futures. We will work with you. We will give you every opportunity to inspire us. Be bold, think big, welcome new ways of thinking and new ways of learning. Do that, and we will invest in our schools as we always have. You said taking this job was coming home. Welcome home.